Hi, I'm Elise, and I'm playing Rosina.
Hi, I'm Dennis Jesse, and I am singing the role of Bartolo.
Should I said singing, not playing? Oh gosh. See, this is what I do.
It doesn't.
First question, what surprised you most about your character once you got into rehearsals?
So I'm not really surprised by my character. I've known this show for over 35 years, though I originally started singing Figaro in this role. I'm not surprised by this character. I love singing buffo roles as I grow older, and having fun with them being the butt of every joke.
Oh gosh. I think what surprised me is having done The Marriage of Figaro twice, once as Susanna, once as Carabino. Never as like the Countess, because obviously Rosina is the Countess in The Marriage of Figaro. Like all I really knew about her is just what I knew of the Countess. This is my first time singing this role. So I think one thing I've learned is like she was a lot more, it seems, fiery maybe than they often play her in The Marriage of Figaro. She's a lot more kind of like, she has that young, spirited energy, and you see that a lot in the Barber Seville. She's really smart. She's described a lot as cunning. I think also, she's also very naive, which I think when I got into the staging, I like forget, like even though she's very intelligent and she's always like talking back to Bartolo and, you know, she's like 10 steps ahead of everybody, she's still young and doesn't know a lot. And this is like, she's learning a lot, and she's learning like what love feels like and all of these things. So I think not only sort of separating her from the Countess, just having been in The Marriage of Figaro, but then also adding in that sort of naive aspect to her personality, because she's just so young in this part of the story.
What's the funniest thing that's happened in rehearsals between you two so far?
So I think we're having a lot of fun today with Rosina's second act aria.
Definitely.
Where my character falls asleep and snores and grunts during her aria while she's trying to carry on a conversation with her lover who has entered my house in disguise.
Well, also Dennis is a voice teacher, so the fact that he's instructing me how to sing during the aria is it's like art imitates life, you know what I mean? He's like, you know, telling me to get in the zone, so that's very funny as well. And just the timing, the buffo of it all, the snoring. Who doesn't laugh at a snore?
Right.
I don't know. Everyone does.
Do you think Rosina is a feminist icon or no?
Oh gosh, what do you think?
Well, I think in the time, a character like a female character who was using her wit, although I would say that also isn't uncommon for women to have to rely on their wit in those days to get what they wanted. I think for that respect in opera, she is.
I think it's hard to be a feminist icon just because of the situation, because
Right.
she is like still having basically she's dependent on Bartolo because he's getting money. Both her parents are dead, so she lives with him, and basically her escape is to be with another man. So it is a little bit of a complicated situation. It doesn't make her like a weak character or not a strong woman, but it's like the sign of the times where she does have to, in order to have any independence, she does have to be with another man. So that is like maybe just a part of the story to acknowledge, like, her freedom is to marry a man. So, yeah.
Bartolo, is there any way to play him sympathetically?
So, I think every actor approaches their character with a sympathetic vibe. I think you have to make them real people. I don't think anybody wants him, honestly, to be sympathetic in the long run. He should just be a bumbling idiot, and that's how I'm playing him.
People love it that way.
Right.
If it's not broke, don't fix it. Yeah.
What do you want people to walk away feeling about your character and or the show?
I think that I want people to feel like, I think one thing right now is people just kind of want to laugh. So I think I want people to feel like they had a good night. I think I want them to, I think even someone like Bartolo, everyone I want everyone to feel likable, and everyone is likable in this show. Even the bumbling idiots, so to speak, are very likable. Even Basilio maybe not as much, but he's still kind of funny, you know. He's slimy, but it's kind of all in good fun. But yeah, I think one thing I'd want people to walk away with is just having a good night, finding joy in the story, because it isn't really that deep.
And I think Bartolo, in the long run, realizes that they're actually in love and isn't angry at the end and wishes them well, that love rules in the end.
I mean, really, lust rules in the end. But I'm like, there's a lot. They never really had a conversation.
There are children out there.
I know, but we don't want to talk about that. But I just want people to think of Rosina as a very intelligent woman who is able to outsmart people or outsmart Bartolo and find herself in a situation she actually wants to be in, because she's not currently happy in this one.
Have either of you done this show before?
I have not. This is my first time doing, I did a Rossini opera like a little while ago, just in the chorus, but this is my first time doing a Rossini role, so that's been really interesting. A couple of us are doing it for the first time, and you know, everyone's kind of bringing that sort of new energy to it, and I know that you did it like a long time ago.
Yes, almost 20 years ago. But I originally started my career singing a lot of Figaros in this show, so it's not unfamiliar to me.
Yeah.
And how has your experience been different or maybe similar to when you did the show 20 years ago?
There's so much more music for Bartolo.
Is it? Oh, I guess, yeah, you're so right.
So much more recitative for Bartolo than I think all the other characters combined, to be honest with you. And for me, that is just one of the challenging parts of the show. I don't normally do a lot of what's called secco recitative operas anymore. And so coming back to these characters in my declining years.
He's sharp.
The facility to learn those recitatives I found challenging and still continue to trip over my tongue.
I think too with this style, I was talking to a director friend of mine, it's a very yes and kind of style, because I think what I was anticipating before doing this show was just not knowing exactly what to expect. Like, you can kind of prepare the show, but then sometimes you get handed ornaments, or a lot of scenes you kind of end up working out with the other people in the show and the director. Not to say you don't do that with other things, but I think since there's a lot of room to ornament and sort of a lot of it is just dependent on the staging, so having that kind of improvisational attitude when you're doing it is I think really important. And there's a lot of notes. I've never sang this many notes. Right. There's a lot. That's been a challenge too.
I think this style of opera really requires you to be in the room with the other singers to actually learn their timing. It's different when you're singing something that is metered completely the entire time. You can feel super prepared when you arrive. This requires you to be with the other actors and hear their timing of the Italian and to respond.
Like, I feel like this show probably feels really different every time you do it. Like, that's what I would imagine. So I'm actually excited to do it for the second time, because I feel like in a lot of ways it will be easier, because like the expectation will be there, but then again, it just depends on what everyone's doing and like how are we going to ornament the end of this like duet and all of these things. You just don't really always know till you get there. So yeah, you just kind of have to be prepared for anything. Yes and. I love coming to Charlottesville. It's a great town. Have you been here before?
I have been here before and worked with Charlottesville Opera as a director in the past, so I'm excited to be back.
I guess it's nice. It's really humid here, so we're always a little hydrated, so that's good. That's a nice part.